CoinMarketCap is used to recap everything that is said in this video. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more XRP news and news about other cryptocurrencies in general. Look at this now. There were discussions about the SEC secret meeting and the withdrawal of the Ripple appeal. An SEC secret meeting is coming up soon. XRP and Ripple are getting a lot of attention from investors this week as the Ripple case moves forward. The SEC will hold a private meeting on February 20. At this point, commissioners can talk about how they plan to file an appeal. Cases involving lawsuits, administrative processes, injunctive actions, and other issues related to enforcement and examination procedures must be settled. The items on the agenda make it possible to talk about ongoing SEC versus cryptocurrency cases like the Ripple case, the Crypto Task Force, and the appeal in the case between the SEC and Ripple. With the SEC's secret meeting coming up soon, there is more and more talk about dropping the appeal in the Ripple case. Since the opening brief for the appeal was released on January 15th, the SEC has changed, which has made people more hopeful that the strategy will change. President Trump chose Mark Illetta to be the acting chair of the Crypto Task Force. He picked Commissioner Hester Pierce to be the leader of the group. The Crypto Task Force could keep an eye on how crypto cases that aren't tied to fraud are handled. Court papers from last week ask for extensions in several SEC versus crypto cases, including Binance, Coinbase, and Legilex, citing the Crypto Task Force's possible role in resolutions. The extensions may happen at the same time as Paul Atkins' appointment as chair of the SEC. This would allow the agency to stop its strategy for enforcing regulations on digital assets. People may try to get the SEC to drop its appeal earlier, even though there are no court papers planned for April in the Ripple case. In the case of Ripple, the lack of fraud results makes withdrawal more likely. Ueda, who is currently working as chair, said in November that the commission must stop its attacks on cryptocurrency. These attacks include going after people who don't register, even though there is no evidence of fraud or harm. It's clear what President Trump and the American people want to say. Beginning in 2025, the SEC will be in charge of doing that. Legal experts think that the new chair, Paul Atkins, will take a similar stance, which makes it even more likely that the appeal will be withdrawn. John Reed Stark, who used to be in charge of the SEC's Office of Internet Enforcement, said that he would likely change the way the SEC enforces crypto laws. Paul's support for free markets and resistance to too much government control should help. The fact that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has approved exchange-traded funds, ETFs, for XRP has made people think more about whether or not XRP should be considered a currency. After more people bought and sold XRP and talked about what kind of currency it was, most likely, its price went up by 22%, hitting $2.84. This is what caused the price to go up. The status of XRP and the rules that govern the cryptocurrency market could be changed by the result of Ripple's lawsuit and any future decisions made by regulators. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, of the United States of America has approved a number of exchange-traded fund, ETF, applications that are linked to XRP. A number of asset managers, such as Grayscale and 21 Shares, have put forward plans to connect XRP to Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are both usually thought of as commodities. However, it's important to note that the SEC hasn't made it clear if XRP fits into the same category or not. Eleanor Terrett, a writer who writes about cryptocurrencies, said that the SEC's admission shows that issuers are selling XRP as a commodity through an exchange-traded fund, or ETF. Jeremy Hogan, a lawyer, says that the ongoing disagreement between Ripple and the SEC is not likely to affect the process of approving exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. This new development doesn't change the fact that regulations are still not very clear, legal disagreements and what they mean for rules. When it comes to Ripple and how XRP should be classified, Ripple Labs has been in a long court battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission. A court had already said that XRP was not a security when it was traded on the secondary market. Even so, the court did decide that straight sales to institutions were unregistered offers of securities. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has put more lawsuits on hold while its Crypto Task Group looks at how regulations should work. That means there is still a chance of an appeal, which could make things even less clear. The trade volume of XRP went up by 30% right after the SEC recognized it, and the number of active addresses on the XRP ledger went up by 29%. After hearing the news, trade volumes on Binance and Coinbase, two of the most well-known cryptocurrency exchanges, went up by a lot. The SEC Crypto Task Force has put on hold the lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase. The end of the XRP regulatory process could have an effect on these cases. The classification of XRP as a commodity could have a big effect on the laws that rule cryptocurrencies and on how the market works. Recent reports that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, sees XRP as a commodity have been put to rest by a reporter from Fox Business. This is because the SEC has recognized several XRP exchange-traded fund ETF registrations. People who are interested in XRP were very excited over the weekend because the SEC approved yet another XRP ETF filing. In particular, the securities regulator accepted the CBO BZX Exchange's request to list and trade 21 shares of the XRP ETF. On the same day that this was acknowledged, the regulatory body also mentioned Grayscale's application for an XRP exchange-traded fund. The fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission brought up comments made by 21 shares that used a case from SEC versus Ripple to show that XRP is not a security under the law is especially interesting. Some 21 shares of the Commodity Exchange Act, CEA, said that XRP should be seen as a commodity on the market. People think that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, now sees XRP as a commodity because of this new development and the fact that many ETF applications have been accepted. Eleanor Terrett, a business reporter for Fox News, gave a different opinion during this speculation. She thinks that the fact that the commission acknowledged it doesn't necessarily mean that they now see XRP as a good. She made it clear that the commission only agrees that possible issuers want to sell a product that makes XRP a commodity but is wrapped in a security, which is the ETF itself. The only thing the commission agrees on is this. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has been okaying ETF filings for other cryptocurrencies like Solana, SOL, which the previous leadership called a security, in a number of enforcement actions. This recognition is part of a bigger trend. The crypto writer said that this recognition is part of a bigger trend